Hey, welcome everyone. This is a video series I'm starting, and today is the first video of the series. Basically, I'm starting a video series on Chrome project, Google Chrome browser. Uh, the Chromium project has actually two major projects. First one is Google Chrome uh, operating system and the Chromium browser. Okay, the Chrome browser, sorry. And the Chrome browser that is running here, and if you see Google Chrome, it is based on open source project Chromium here. So this is the starting video. Today is the first video of the series. I'm basically my main goal is to understand the whole project and then look into the security issues related to the Google Chrome. I'm already into the research for the issues, and I have reported bugs related to Google Chrome. So, but I really want to dig into it more, the deeper. So I am going to understand the whole project and the source code and everything, and then later on look into the bugs, the security bugs, uh, in terms of the multiple types of bugs, bug categories that I'll be looking at. So let's get started. Today is the introduction video of the source code of Chrome project, Google Chrome. Chromium. Basically, Chrome is the browser name, and Chromium is the open source project that is used for Google Chrome. Okay, so starting with the source code directory structure, basically it is available on the chromium.org developers, and we'll look into first we'll look into what is the Chromium thing, and basically Chromium is as mentioned here, it is divided into two parts. I'll show you the mind map here that I'm building on side. First is a browser and render. Second is render. So basically browser is the main process and represent the UI, and basically it holds the browser is the main process that hold all the multiple process that runs under the main process. So let me show you quickly. After the browser, there's the render is basically a tab based process. Let's say we open a new tab and there is a new process that runs. So render is basically that it is a per tab sub process, and that is driven by the browser is this main process. Okay, so render is the sub process, that is when a new tab is open, it runs a new process. So going further, we have this is a high level overview that is given that mentions these two main parts. And now before moving to that, Google suggests we should read about the multiprocessor architecture and how the Google displays the web pages. So the first one is a multiprocessor architecture, and they have mentioned the problem, that what is the problem with the single process architecture and why they implemented the multiprocess. Basically what happens is Google Chrome or Chromium is built on the basis of isolation in terms of the resources, isolation in terms of the security, and everything is isolated and still being under one process. So they have mentioned as architecture overview of the the overall process. Here we have the browser as a main component, and then we have a renderer here. There are a lot of things like IPC and everything. We'll read about them further. Okay, so in here they have mentioned that what the render process is like, what it does, and there's theoretical stuff here written, but we'll go with the practical stuff only. So what I wanted to show you in particular is sandboxing the render. So what that means is, when a tab opened, a new tab is opened, let's say we open google.com here. Okay, so this renderer is in a isolated environment while being under a main process, that is browser. That what that means is, um, this process or this renderer cannot access anything of this tab or any other tab. What that means is, it cannot access any cookies, any application cache, or anything of other process. It cannot access. Basically, it runs in its own environment, in a sandbox environment. Here they mentioned that it has everything on its own, right? So why they built this? They said this prevents a compromised render. Let's say this render or this process is compromised in terms of it is hanged, or it is crashed. So what if this gets crashed? It doesn't affect the other renders. By renders I mean these tabs, okay, or sub processes. So then other thing that they have mentioned, the plugins and extensions. Then the memory thing, they mentioned that it uses less memory, or the structure of the memory, so yeah, we'll look into that further, I believe. And then there is a new another thing, that is plugins and extensions. Plugins and extensions have some more control and more resources and more access to things. We'll look into that later on. Okay, so this was a multi-process architecture, why Google follows a multi-process architecture. So let me quickly show you the task manager and the Google Chrome process that is running currently. And if we see Google Chrome, so in here we have around 26 processes, sub processes, that is running under the one single process. So every process is linked to the main process, that is Google Chrome. We will try to understand how the whole thing happens here, and if we can we can dump the process working, and get more detail about the sub processes, what is happening. We'll do that in the future. Okay, so I have planned to make every video a 10 minutes video, and so after that okay, so in here we have how the second part, how the Chromium displays the web pages, and okay, we are checking that. So the whole display thing is based on the WebKit. WebKit is a project by Apple actually, and Apple is is in charge, or is currently handling the WebKit. Okay, so here, so WebKit is being used on the the main part. So here we have the web browser, and here we have web contents, the render host, renderer, and WebKit glue, and WebKit port, and WebKit. So these all have some theoretical information in here, but this is how WebKit is the main thing that displays the content actually here. Okay, So then they have information about all the things and the render process. Okay, basically it uses uh, WebPicket that we needs to know here. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to sum up this video, and in the next video we will try to discover the source of the the directory structure of the source. I have it here. So in this video, in the next video, we will look into the directory structure, how it is structured, and what are the different components or the top level projects. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.